Your commissioner, he works from the toilet. He works from his bedroom. He works in front of his wife. And he puts it all together in his office. It's the league!
Yeehaw! Howdy, partners! I am wearing this cowboy hat in honor of the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, the 3-2 Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys that have only beat the worst three teams in the NFL. Yeehaw! Typical Cowboy fan fashion. They get all hyped up every single year, only to find out that their team is yet again a dud. What was the last time you guys went to the Super Bowl? 1995? That's like 20 years. It may seem like yesterday, but that's over 20 years ago. I can't believe it. But hey, it makes me feel better because this week I got my first L against Tanya and just Joshin. But if there's any high point for me, it's watching Cowboys fans yet again fall flat on their faces. So, hey, let's jump right into the Week 5 recap, everybody. Heck of a week. Hey, congratulations to Nick. We're going to start it off with Dan Daniel and Nick versus Colton the Mahomes. Nick's in the win column, everybody. Yeehaw, Nick. You're back in the win column. I didn't think this was going to come anytime soon, considering you were playing Colton the Mahomes. But Colt, what's going on, man? You cannot buy a win at this point. And congratulations with the 104. You get yet again the horse's ass low point of the week. Hit the music. There it is, Colt. You gotta do better, man. I don't know what's going on with your team. I don't know what's going on with Patrick Mahomes, but something's happening. As for Nick, I'm glad you took my advice and played Will Dissly. Congratulations. You listened to me, and because of that, you got rewarded with the W. Next up, we have Devontae's Inferno and Mac versus Cody and the Waterboys. Mac, Devontae's Inferno, high point this week, 187 points. He'll be joining me later in the show. And Cody, the curse of the A draft is real. Cody is 1-4 after having the best draft allegedly this year. But yeehaw! Mac got production from his defense, and now he's going to be joining me in today's conversation for the high point interview. Next up, we have Liz and Show Me Your TDs versus Ashley and the Shaken Bakers. A battle of two blondes. What could go wrong? Well, Liz finally got a W, considering she still puts up over 150 points a game. This week, she held off Ashley and finally got a win, considering she scores the most points in our league. Liz is going to make a push back into the playoff picture, I can imagine, by the end of the season. But congratulations, Liz. You got the W, and that's all that matters. Next up, we have Bryce and the Chubby Chasers versus What Would Deshaun Do? Hey, Deshaun did something this week, but Sean, the rest of your team didn't. And Bryce, he's putting up points, 134. He comes away with the W this week. Sean, I'm disappointed. Not in you, but in your team and the way they're performing. You're this close again, Sean, to the horse's ass low point of the week. But you didn't get it yet again. That goes to Colt. And last but not least, this week's matchup of the week, myself included, versus just Josh and Tanya. I got my first L, and truthfully, I deserved it this week. Tanya's bench put up more points than I did. Tanya, if you would have played the right lineup this week, you would have had over 250 points, and you would have been a shoo-in for the high point. And frankly, I was looking forward to interviewing you. I don't think I've ever spoke to you on the phone before, so I was pretty excited about it. But, Tanya, wow, your team went off this week. I'm proud of you. Will Fuller, you sat on the bench, scored 55 points, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter because you still scored 175. Awesome week, Tanya. I have a feeling I'll be speaking with you in the near future, and I look forward to that. I honestly do, more than anybody else in this league. But let's jump right in to this week's High Point interview, and let's let Mac talk a little bit about his defense.
And joining me in studio today on the BNC Refuse Hotline, Season 2 champion and this week's high point, Mac with Devontae's Inferno. Mac, how you doing today?
I'm doing good.
So, Mac, high point this week, coming off of a disappointing Season 3. You know, you put up 187 points. What made you go with Philadelphia this week?
Well, Philadelphia is going against the Jets, and we all know the Jets are horrible, and they have nobody on their team that can play football. So,
well, I think if you're thinking about the Jets, I imagine everybody on that team has mono, wouldn't you think?
You would think so. I mean,
well, you know, they put up 35 points against the Jets. I'm a little bit surprised that you got so much production from your defense, but hey, good for you. You needed that this week to get high point. What was with Melvin Gordon this week for the Chargers? Were you expecting more from Melvin Gordon against the Broncos?
I was, but I know Melvin Gordon's his first game back really playing. He wasn't going to play a lot, but I really didn't have anybody that I really trusted on my bench to cover many points because the guy who I would have played in his place was out with some sort of turf toe. I don't understand what that is really even.
You mean your very first pick in Devontae Adams, who you actually named your team after?
Actually, I named him after the running back.
What running back is that?
Devontae Freeman.
Oh, okay. Well, you have two Devontaes on your team then.
Exactly.
I totally missed that.
It actually was named after both of them, so.
Okay. Well, you were on fire this week. I guess that makes your name sound even better. How did it feel to beat Season 3 champion in Cody and Dada Water Boys?
Well, I don't want to speak bad about Cody, but that curse could be real.
I was thinking about that the other day. I think that whoever has the best draft, we're not going to even think about that in the future years because if you have the best draft, you might as well chalk it up as a losing season.
It seriously sounds like it, that's for sure.
Well, Cody's definitely struggling this year. I kind of feel bad for the guy. I don't want him to throw in the towel yet, but he may just have to after a couple weeks.
He might. I thought maybe, he was going to pick it up after that win against Nick last week, but then when he came and faced me and I put up this numbers and then Nick actually put together a decent lineup, I think maybe Nick just doesn't want that license plate. Maybe he's trying to give it to the former champion. Probably.
Well, Cody, if you're listening, I wouldn't mind making a trade for George Kittle from you. But I don't want to do any colluding now that we're on tape. But, hey, Mac, what do you have to say to the league now that you're officially high point and a prior champion?
As a prior champion, going into when we started this whole thing, I've always been vilified by the league.
Yeah, we vilified you pretty good. We've gave you a bunch of crap, but that crap is pretty fair considering you always complain about an injury.
Look at my teams in the past. How many injuries has my team always had? I've always had to work through and find people off the waiver wires. This year, it started off pretty well. I've had, good team, only one injury so far. And then the pickup that I had in the middle of the draft, Melvin Gordon's finally coming back. So that's going to help. Now I just need Cook to actually start doing something more like he did this week.
Well, you're on a good pace. You're making a comeback. You're now in playoff contention 5 weeks into the season. We have a 14-week season, so you're sitting pretty good right now. So congratulations on the high point, and thanks for joining me today.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeehaw! Thank you, Mac, for doing that interview with me today. I know we give you a lot of crap, and you deserve it. You do. But you did get high point this week, so congratulations to you. Congratulations to Devontae's Inferno. You are now on a winning streak after you changed your name, and now you're actually in playoff contention. So congratulations this week to you, Mac, for this week's high point. I look forward to not speaking with you again this year. But that's it. Let's get into the week 6 now. I mean, we're almost at the halfway point of the season. Interesting matchups this week, and we have a real doozy here again for the matchup of the week. let's take a look at the Week 6 preview.
It's the Week 6 preview brought to us by SportsEyeTest.com. Well, we got a heck of a matchup. We got a lot of good matchups this week, as always. I'm going to highlight the matchup of the week later, but first and foremost, let's kick it off with Nick and Damn Daniel, who's 1-4 in 10th place, looking to go up against the first place Tanya and Just Joshin. Tanya, coming off of a huge week, is looking to keep that momentum going. Nick, start Will Disley this week. It'll give you a chance. And frankly, I want you to win because I want first place again. I need you to beat Tanya. And really, I am rooting for you, Nick, because I don't want to see you walking away from this league. Next, we have Mac and Devontae's Inferno coming off of a high point victory versus Colt and the Mahomes coming off of a low point Horse's Ass Award. 2 consecutive weeks, Colt. Something's got to change. I don't know if Patrick Mahomes is going to be 100% this week, but hey, right now you're projected to win, and that's all I need. That's all Chow needs is a chance. And Colt, that's all you need is a chance. You need to get back in the win column. You need to get back to even, and really I'm counting on you to beat my brother. Next, we have Cody and the Water Boys versus Sean and What Would Deshaun Do? A battle versus battle of 9th place versus 8th place. Sean, you kind of really let me down. I'm counting on you this week, but I'm also counting on Cody. I want Cody to win. I want Sean to win. Frankly, just looking at the projections, Cody, I don't know how many players are on bye week, but you may want to look into that. May want to pick up somebody on the waiver wire, or you may just want to start, putting that A draft to work. Next, we have Bryce and the Chubby Chasers in 5th place versus Shaken Bakers and Ashley in 4th place. A lot of really good matchups this week, and really this matchup looks solid as well. 131 versus 130. Wow, who's going to pull away? Who's going to come away with the W this week? Tough matchup between you two. And last but not least, I hate to do this just because I was the matchup of the week last week, but how can I not? I'm playing my wife Liz in the matchup of the week. And really, this week is tough for us because I want to beat her. She wants to beat me. But at the end of the day, I still love my wife no matter what. And this week, if we scroll up to the top, looks like I have a pretty good chance. She has Marlon Mack on his bye week with little on her bench. Is she going to put in Latavius Murray as a running back? Or is she going to hopefully get Tyreek Hill back? I don't know. Either way, I'm hoping Tyreek Hill sits out. That way she doesn't sub him in. But really, I'm looking to get back into the win column. And what a better way to do that than against my beautiful wife. Babe, I love you, but this week, I'm going to beat you. But don't take that the wrong way. Liz, I want to go back and edit that. Liz, I love you, but I'm going to beat you. All right, well, that's the Week 6 preview, everyone. I hope everybody has a good week. I hope everybody stays out of the cold. It's going to get down to 15 degrees tomorrow night. So stay warm out there, and I look forward to talking with you all next week.